What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? It is MB the Life Coach, your absolute favorite mental health and success coach, and we here with a bit of a special segment. We are allowing you all to meet the hands, all of the moving components behind B.A.M. So I'm waiting on the rest of the team to get in here, but this is gonna be super exciting. Tag your people, let them know, because we literally putting everything out here with the team. So let me in, ladies. And yup, yup, yup,
Hey,
yup, yup. So
hey.
Hi.
I am so happy to be on here with y'all. Like I don't already
Yes,
say, but it's okay.
yes. Listen, I was like, I know my girl's about to come through. I was like, let me do something to me.
Good.
Look, and by girls you mean Kiki over.
Yeah, because Key over there flossing. Go ahead, Kiki.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
So quick introduction. I am, let's see, I tagged, where's Morgan? Boom, invited. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna start with some quick introductions. I can go ahead and start. So okay, boom, there we go. We all
Another flawless queen on the chat line. Hey.
Hey.
okay, so boom. I am MB the Life Coach, the CEO of B.A.M. and boom. Go ahead.
Hi, guys. I'm Chanel Green, the COO of Black American Market, y'all.
Hello. I am Kiki, owner of Queenswood Brands. I do the media advertisement. You probably talk to me on the social media page all the time. Thinking I'm
And okay, then we have Morgan. Let them know who you are.
All right, I got you. Look, I don't know why the mute button was stuck, but hey, everybody, I am Morgan. I am the new Chief Networking Officer. So we'll be doing all of the events and all of that stuff. So tell your friends because it's going to be lit. So I'm
Lit,
very
lit, lit.
excited.
Like 2022 is our year. The next 5 years we got in the bag, y'all. So please, thank you first. Thank you for all tuning in. And understand that it's gonna be a good night.
It is absolutely. So, I think one of the first questions I can ask everyone, as you know, conversation starter and an icebreaker. What is your favorite part about what we do and our mission with B.A.M?
You supposed to ask that kind of questions like how are we supposed to pick one?
Go ahead.
Ah,
I'm like, I'll go.
Okay.
okay.
I'm like, I know something I love about it. I love the fact that it's like we're really creating this hub for entrepreneurs in kind of streamlining that pathway. You know what I mean? For people to be able to really start their business and providing those resources. So I'm definitely excited about that for sure. So that's one thing that I'm thankful for with this organization and what y'all are doing. I'm happy to be a part of this movement for sure.
oh, okay, okay. So my favorite part is this complete alignment that God has presented all of us. So it's kind of like that's something like, I don't even know where to really start because this is genuine alignment, and I need y'all to really understand how God has aligned every single one of us through this process. Like it, we literally have been speaking things into existence. So whatever phase of your life that you're in, speak it, write it down, and watch it blossom because it's real. Like I'm sorry, Mariah, the CEO. I'm sorry, guys. I call her Rye. Wherever I go, whatever I do. She thought about the app, and then she spoke all of her other dreams into fruition. And then that's when she met me. She already knew Key, and then we just met Morgan, and it still feels like family. Like we literally grew up together. And mind y'all, we're in 4 different states.
Yeah.
We're in 4 different states.
Definitely.
And it feels like love. Oh, and shout out to Classy, business CEO. This
Yeah.
young lady has definitely provided us with grace and with tenacity throughout this experience, and it's just been a beautiful a beautiful journey so far. We have so much more to do, but for where we are, man, God got us in this. It's just amazing.
I agree. Go ahead, Kiki.
I think I've just loved interacting with you guys and also just learning all the new niches and target markets that have just opened up. Just knowing that like it's a lot of dope Black businesses out here, guys. Like you guys are out here. We see
Yeah.
help you in every way we can, like literally every way we can. You know, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, like we. So you know, use that definitely.
Definitely. I think for me, my favorite part is just seeing everybody else grow. From the businesses to, even working with you all in Morgan, like just I remember my first conversation with every last one of you, Morgan being more recent. And just being able to hear what everybody's individual plans were and what it was that they wanted to do, and us being able to find a space to work with each other. And like Chanel said, it's really the divine alignment and timing and the way that it happened. Like it was just beautiful for it to come together. None of it was forced. None of it was pre-planned. It literally went from a conversation to something that put itself in the works. And I think all of us can really attest to, like, I don't think any of us were necessarily ready for the way that it happened, but it just naturally progressed. And then like to our mentor, Miss Mimi, even that, it started as an interview that we were able to do and highlight her as a Black business owner and a business consultant. And that turned into me being able to do my 15-minute consultation. And it converted over into her being our business coach. And the way that we've been able to grow, having that level of care from someone who's really willing to get in the trenches with us, not just as our company, but just as individuals. Like, okay, you got this skill, go ahead, you can do this like yesterday. And it's like, so I ain't gotta wait like another 6 months. You could have did that yesterday. I just think that part is really beautiful, and the way that we've been able to grow so far this year in this short period of time, and how much more we have to go is something that I really look forward to with all of you. So we have a question in the audience, and they ask, "How did we all meet?" So
Interviews.
the funny thing about this is it's really like kind of interconnected, like indirect triangle in a sense. So
Right.
he and I are tied together through
Brothers, I guess. I don't know. Anyway,
yeah. So long story short, through
we met
this
at a wedding.
you just ready as me. No, through their friendship, we were able to kind of form our own, and we talking, we shared things here and there. Shout out
Get,
to puppies.
I can't get no space.
Oh
Y'all
goodness.
want another child? Anybody? I got an 11-year-old for sale.
You mean
And a
10?
2-year-old. You better be 11.
I got a 3 and a 5-year-old. Anything.
See,
Now he's 12.
and that's the other thing about this. Everyone here, like, we're all mommies, so
Isn't that Reagan's mom?
we're
Yes,
doing
that's what you're
from like similar perspectives with different goals, but the same ultimate agenda of being able to pour back into our communities and being able to take people from where they are to ultimately where their purpose is. As long as they're walking in alignment with that purpose, we want to support that. So I met Kiki through, that friendship. And one day I wound up posting, I said, I need an assistant. And she wound up sharing, she said, well, that's what I do. Like, that's my business. And I was like, swear. And so we had that conversation. And I was like, yeah, I need a media. Like, I got you. I can do that. Like, that's easy. Chanel and I actually met through the app. So
interviews.
first thing, but not even necessarily a big thing, or nowhere near where it is now. Chanel was like, I love the idea, I love the vision, I want to support it. And we had several progressive conversations in between there that turned into our personal relationship growing, our visions being able to align. And then it was kind of like more and more conversations. It was like, hey, I thought about that, but I kind of left that piece alone. And it was like, well, I thought about this, but I didn't know how I was going to do this.
You just kept stacking and stacking. And just
Look, once you added her, I'm like, okay. And then she started talking about stuff she, was interested in. And she's like, but I'm missing this one piece. And I'm like, hey, but I already got a curriculum. And then it's like, boom, now we all together.
Exactly. So Morgan, I literally jumped on a clubhouse, in a clubhouse room that she was hosting, and we were invited by one of our other followers. And we follow his page as well. He sent us the invite. I checked in. Morgan, she was saying some dope stuff. I said some dope stuff, and we wound up having a offline conversation that turned into us having a meeting the next day. That it just kind of folded together. I called Chanel. I text Chanel. I said, can I pull you into this conversation real quick? She was like, yeah, sure. And
that was all she wrote. And listen, Morgan came on like a light, y'all, like just boom. I kept saying we were missing something, and y'all got jokes, y'all.
Ooh,
y'all got jokes.
Man,
we was missing something. There you go.
Yeah, and it's crazy because when I really started putting my database together, I didn't do it to like make it accessible for other people. I was just doing it to make it easier for me to keep up with all the people that I knew. So, for that to fit right on into what y'all are doing, because I'm telling you, I wouldn't have built no app. People would have been appless if it had to be for me. So yeah, I'm happy about this partnership because I'm telling you, it would have been hard for y'all to get access to that thing.
But y'all don't forget, like we all still have our individual services. So I'm gonna plug this in real quick, like AmericanMarket.net. Go check out our business services. We have creative services, and we have something for everybody. Whether you're a brand new startup, you're just looking into starting a brand, all the way to just trying to expand. So y'all go check that out as well. So that's what we
definitely.
Another question.
Yep. So we have another question, and they ask, how do y'all balance being businesswomen and parents? So I'm gonna let somebody else talk first on this one.
Kiki's the master of this one.
Oh, really? I think
Yeah.
okay. But I had to be, honestly. So mine is a little bit different. Well, I mean, it's kind of the same for us, for us right now, but it's hard being a businesswoman and putting yourself on social media and like having to present yourself professionally as well and do it consistently, being a single parent as well. I will add that as well, because sometimes like they see these mommy pages and they're like, oh my gosh, like she's doing so much and she's balancing, but don't see like they have help. Really how you structure it, like we were just talking about earlier today, like I had to take care of myself and really buckle down and learn how to get that in, because I physically cannot take care of my son if everything is not right within me.
Absolutely.
Earlier too. And then I made way of my situation. I said, I'm not gonna let it stress me out. I can't have nobody watch my baby. I ain't got no child care, and COVID's all up and through. We in the house. What am I gonna do? I gotta make money. I gotta feed my baby. And I've always dabbled in a lot of things, but something God, well, I won't say something, we know it's God, called me and was like, sis, come on, it's time to brand yourself. Get out there. You've been doing XYZ. Now it's time to put it all together in something that makes sense and something that can be, pushed. It's going to help you in a way that's going to allow you to be in your home and still take care of your son, and also build a place for other women who are trying to break that glass ceiling that we talked about earlier. Because, we're in that community of women. It's like we work too much, so we're not eligible for XYZ. That's other, people are eligible for. So it makes it harder for us, and we're steady, most of the time living paycheck to paycheck and working 3-4 jobs and still coming home and being a full-time caregiver. So it's hard, but it's definitely doable if you structure, be intentional about what you're doing, about how you're rolling things out. Try to make things simple. Stop overthinking things. I had to really get out of overthinking some things I was making hard on myself, especially with the media things as well. It's ways around it. It's ways around. Let it come with that challenge.
um I think for me, balancing being a mom, especially a single parent, is again, like Kiki said, something that you kind of have to do when you have a vision and a drive as well as a team. And I think that having a team is more important than, just the vision and the drive. One of my favorite quotes that I often think about is when they say, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go with the team. And just also being faith based and understanding God doesn't do anything with one single person. Everything that he ever did was in community. And even when it came to the launch of this, God gave me a piece of it that I could do, and I said, okay. And when it started to grow, and I said, okay, well, I already gave you my yes, but I'm gonna need some resources. His response was, I'll give you the resources when you get there, when you need them. You won't have to worry about it. And I just said okay, and I tested faith in between there in some other situations. God showed us so faithful, and I was like, okay, well, I know that I can, trust you with this, with that being the case. And it's just shown true with this. You just really have to depend on the vision more than your current sight, because your current sight will really trick you out of your spot if you look at where you are currently and compare that to where you want to go.
What about Morgan? Morgan, we can't hear you.
I was just saying that's true. Look, I keep my side on mute because my kids be loud. So I think I'm just supposed to answer the question of how do we kind of balance the business and being a mother at the same time. Much like he said, you definitely got to take care of yourself. So sometimes it's times where I'm like, all right, I can't do nothing with the business today. I can't do nothing else. I just need to give me some me time, you know what I mean? But then a lot of times I integrate it, right? Like I have videos and different content and things like that I do. If I'm on a live, like you can go back on some lives on my page, you see me being a mama while I'm also being a businesswoman. You know what I mean? Like you can't take off one hat and just put on the other one. You know what I mean? Like you have to learn how to be able to integrate those things. So it's not really something that's separate. But one thing that I kind of started doing, that I'm getting better about doing, is having myself a schedule. Because I've learned that when you don't manage your time, just like anything else, when you don't manage it, it just goes, right? Before you know it, it's the end of the day and you got like two things done and you like, wow. You know what I mean? So having a schedule, making sure that I do set certain days to say, okay, this is when I'm gonna have family time, or this is when I'm gonna do, take some me time or whatever. And then integrate it where you can. Kids is like a lot of times our challenges, the things that like hold us back, that should be really what pushes us, right? Because we have kids and we don't want them to think that, oh, because I had kids, I can't grow my business. Or because I had kids, I can't follow my dreams. I can't actually pursue these passions. So if we show them that, hey, we're still doing it, you know what I mean? Regardless of the fact that we still got to be a mom or whatever, we're still doing it. So then we're leading by example and able to show them, you know what I mean, that it can actually be done. So it's possible to do. It ain't easy.
It ain't never be
I'm gonna
easy.
tell you, it ain't easy. You know what I mean. But it's definitely possible to be. It's possible to be done. And then sharing that journey too, because nobody is gonna always be there, and you never know who in your circle might be going through the same thing and be like, you know what I mean. Like if you could do it, they could be like, all right, well shoot, if she could do it, maybe I can too. You know.
Definitely that. For me, it's my obedience to what God wants me to do. So in those moments when it does feel overwhelming or I can't figure things out on my own, that's when I definitely, like you said, integrate my kids into my process. My eldest does my video because she likes to edit videos. So I'm like, I don't even have the capacity today. Would you mind just fixing up the video so I can post it, please? And my youngest, she finds little ways just to help the business, whether she's helping me cook it up in the kitchen when I had the body butters, or they're helping me design something. So, but I also waited to start this process until they both were about 6 and 7 years old. So what I did was from birth to 6 and 7, because they're 12 and 11 right now. I just focused on being a mom first so that I could implement certain structure into their lives. Then when they hit 6 and 7, I took my ass to Georgia to get my shit together. I let them stay here with their father so that I can get me together because I never experienced like really being able to sit in postpartum. I never sat in just being a single mom. And then when their dad and I finally, found mutual ground, it was like, okay, you go handle your situation with your brain, get yourself together, and then come back. And now that I'm back, I'm able to still move around, bounce around. But now I know how to balance being a mom, myself, my feelings. Like Kiki said, like you got to really get yourself together to even assist somebody else. You can't keep pouring out of an empty cup. There is no way to do that. No way to do that. And I know a lot of people aren't able to just leave or just have that time to themselves. But find your peace in God, literally. And He'll provide those moments for you to get yourself together. But you have to be obedient in His word to even reach that point. Because I was running on fumes, and I'm like, no. I got to be a mother. Like, I'm a black mother at that, so I can't just uproot. And even if I take my kids with me, I still need to do them. And then he was like, you're not listening. So he put me in a position where I had to listen. And I don't want anybody that ever has to be in those kind of positions to have to listen. Like, you don't listen. You don't want that.
Oh yeah, it set me down many a time because we are.
Gracefully sat me down like, oh, boop, you're not listening. Boop, do I gotta beat you again? Boop. Now you would lay it out and stretch you somewhere.
Oh, you don't want
listen?
to?
You don't want
Okay.
to listen? Oh, y'all, take it from me. Don't do it. Just listen the first time.
Literally. So we have a question specifically for Kiki. So Leek says, so I talked to MB and Chanel personally, but Kiki, what are some things that help you stay focused? And Morgan, I would love for you to answer that question as well.
Definitely.
So I did like one of the comments that Classy Business CEO left with the accountability schedule. Especially with what I do, especially with dealing with multiple different people's brands, different schedule and different time. For a regimen for my fitness, for a regimen for just me eating, period. Sometimes I gotta tell myself, girl, we gotta schedule that in there too. Cause did you eat? Wait for day, and I'm not, I can get pulled away by many different things. So it's very imperative for me to have a schedule and kind of really abide by that consistently. Some people be like, hey, you were trying to go hang? Nah, I can't do that, honey, because I got to do this at
Not
this time.
today.
And as soon as I get off that little schedule, everything just seems like it comes crashing down. But, I can pencil you in for, this date. And I know it might suck. It might seem like it sucks, but it'll really put you, for me, if I don't know about everybody else, but when, everything is just in alignment in my life, it just puts me in a very peaceful space. So I don't feel crazy, being pulled around by multiple different things. And then, like I said, like she also explained, integrating into our life. With my son, I don't have the availability a lot of the time to just kind of like here, drop off and get like a very good amount of time to myself. And I'll just share something with you guys as well. Like, I actually lost my father while I was pregnant with my son. So in addition to the postpartum and just the grieving and the depression, like I really still don't get a chance to really just sit in it. So a lot of the times, like with my son, like he likes working out with me. If I go, lay on the ground, start, getting it, I need to just get that aggression out and get into my workout bag. He's gonna come by me and start doing push-ups because he mimics what he sees me do. Getting into the bath, not stressing the bath time with him. I'm just gonna plop him in there with me, honey, and we both gonna have a spa day with the bubbles, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, and now he likes water too. So now it's a custom, with the reading time, sitting, listening to music and things that I find peaceful. Now that he does it with me, like I said, just integrate it into my life because I don't have the time to just sometimes just drop him, well, wherever. But you just do what you can. Like I said, stay intentional with what you're doing. Just don't give up ever. Stop worrying about your what you're currently in now, because there's so much ahead of you that you can't see. Sometimes your timing's not, well, all the time your time is not God's timing. He really has beat that into my head, but I'm telling you, his timing is so much better, because had I listened to myself, ooh honey, ain't no tell what I'd be doing right now. So please.
So I guess some things I do to focus is I have a journal. And I'm gonna actually show y'all my journal because I love this journal, y'all. Y'all gotta go buy this journal. It's a 4-in-1. So it's a planner. It's a planner. It's a like a mind map. It's a personal development thing. So this is what it looks like. It's real plain on the front. Got a little coffee stain. That's just a little life showing on the journal. Don't worry about that. It's just a little life. But okay, so let me see. All right, I'm gonna show y'all a blank page. But this is my journal. So this is something that I do to focus, and like you can see how it breaks everything down. Quote of the day, affirmation of the day, priorities, and then at the end of the day, you can kind of analyze, you know what I mean? Like how you felt, what you were going through, what made you feel that way. So I do a lot of self-reflection, like because I realize like if there's anything that's gonna make me upset or throw me off or whatever, it's something within me. You know what I mean? Yeah, it may be something by my environment, but why did I react that way? Or why did I feel that way or whatever? So I like to do a lot of self like actually reflection. I love to go get massages. I haven't been in quite a while. But I'm also a massage therapist too.
I
So
ask myself.
yeah, I need a massage. Massages are great. And then another thing is a float. There's this thing called a sensory deprivation tank. And if y'all have never had a float, you need to schedule a float, even if you got to pay a babysitter or something. Because I've had to do that, right? Like just pay a babysitter, keep the kids 3-4 hours. I just need a little bit of time. And I go and do a float, and that's like my focus time. Like it's so relaxing. So I love to do that. I know I'm just sitting here and I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I need to schedule another one. But I like to do that too, do a brain dump when I can't focus, because there's a lot of things that, like sometimes we'll have so many things in our mind that we got to do that it's just like you can't actually do anything because you're thinking about the other 17 things that you need to be doing. So doing a brain dump is like necessary. We just get a piece of paper and just write down everything that you got to write down just to get it out of your head. And then you can kind of look at it and begin to organize it, you know what I mean? And structure it in a better way. So I'm still working on being able to focus because I've worked from home for the last year and a half now. My kids have been out of school for the last year and a half. And I have a 3 and a 5-year-old. And they like the yin yang twins, y'all. Like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like East Side, it's like Lil Jon and the East Side Boys. It's bad. I'm telling you, because they get together and they hype each other up. You know what I'm saying? Like Lil Jon by itself, not too bad. You know what I mean? The East Side Boys by themselves, not too bad. You put them together though, oh, you got a whole throwback 2000 party coming at you live. You know what I mean? So I definitely focus where I can. But I also give myself grace too. Like, because at one point I was being so critical on myself. Like I was just being so critical to the point to where it was causing me to just stay stuck. You know what I mean? So when we start giving ourselves grace, because yes, we're moms, yes, we're business owners, yes, in some cases we're wives or girlfriends or whatever, but we're not super women. You know what I mean? Like we still people at the end of the day. We can only still do so much. So give yourself grace. Give yourself grace, because when you learn to actually give yourself grace. You can start talking to yourself nicer, putting yourself in a better position. You know what I mean? In a better mindset. So those are some of the things I do to focus. And if anybody's got some ideas, I'm open. I'm open.
I think I like that little float thing that you were talking about.
Yeah.
That may have to be a team builder exercise.
You really need to do a flow. I'm telling you, like I didn't learn about them until I got in massage therapy school. And when I first started going, they were telling me like the stats and stuff about them. They had a bunch of men that had gone over to Iraq and fought in the war. They had come back and they had PTSD. Well, they did these floats on a regular basis for like 3 or 4 months, and a lot of their symptoms of PTSD subsided. So it helps, not just on oh, it feels good and it's nice and relaxing, but it literally helps your mind and helps your body be able to kind of slow down sometimes. Because sometimes we're just going, and you need to tell your
We're
body to
very
stop
every
and just
day.
kind of pause,
That sounds like we need
Exactly.
to find a
So,
little collaboration with one, a few around the United States and add it to our services.
Crazy thing is, one of my friends had actually just posted that he's a police officer. We went to high school together, and he just posted yesterday. Went to a place called Float in Detroit, and that's
Mhm.
where he mind for his day to day. And one of the biggest things that I will add, just one, the stress of being black in America is enough. Not to mention, a lot of us are in jobs that we don't like. We have ambitions that we're fighting against the natural resistance of the world to pursue, and then we pursue it. And a lot of us have a lack of guidance and or community. So that makes it 12 times harder just in that capacity, not having a community. Add those natural stressors on top of it, you're literally being your own crab in a barrel trying to fight yourself to get to the top of the bucket. And unless you have that level of security in your community, where we're saying like, no, it's okay to cry, it's okay, wipe your tears. And one of the biggest things that I will advocate for, I think women do better at creating that community, but men definitely have to do better at creating that community and safe space for men to be vulnerable.
Mhm.
And especially going into business or stepping into whatever that purpose is. And women, I think we can do a better job at supporting that by also providing that vulnerable space, especially not getting that from their fellow brothers or whatever the case may be. So
Right.
that I love about just working with all of you ladies in general is the fact that it's so genuine, and the accountability is there. Chanel literally had a conversation with me this morning. She called me and said, "Hey, how you doing?" And I was like, "I'm good." And I never said anything, but just the anxiety of business when she called sent my heart rate through the roof just for the conversation, not to be anything about business. And she was like, "Hey, how are you?" And I was like, "I'm good." And she was like, "I don't care about all of that. I'm calling because you haven't been sleeping. And I noticed you haven't been sleeping. This work is going to get done, but I need you to sleep. And we're going to have to hold each other accountable with that. Like, but I need you sleeping. I need you well rested because you're no good to the team if you're no good to yourself." And that level of accountability and love is, it starts with those conversations that we often don't like to have with each other. And the fact that she was able to have that with me and said like, "Hey, you're not being your best to yourself, and that means you're not being your best to us."
mhm.
So, just things like that are things that I appreciate. And also just that reminder to show yourself some grace, and having those people around you that will remind you to show yourself some grace as well. Like, okay, it's okay. Players mess up. It is what it
Yep.
is. Not
Mhm.
the world. And I just really think that that's important. And just having all of you around just with that level of security, not even just in business, but
Right.
it's something that I greatly appreciate from all of you. And I wouldn't trade that for anything in the world.
Oh, we love you too.
I
Yeah.
I know I
know.
just got here, but I love y'all.
No,
I'm here
you
for
a
the
part
love.
of it. Y'all
So,
stuck with us. We all stuck together for life. It's a
I know,
lifetime
right?
situation.
Stella, you
and
stuck with us.
I, yeah,
That's cool.
y'all stuff. And the funny thing about all of that is, even like just having Miss Mimi as that bird's eye view, like with everything that we be doing, she'd be like, "Okay, yeah, Yeah, y'all on schedule. I already altered the schedule because I expected this. Like, I knew I kind of expected this to happen, so this is the updated schedule, which is the real schedule. You know, like just having that type of thing and that constant reminder, like it's okay, you gonna have some adjustments. Y'all doing well. Miss Mimi actually sent some like just randomly like planners as well, and I used it the second that I got it, and it was just beautiful to have again, like Morgan said, that reminder to have something to be grateful for every day, your to-do list, but then it also has your must get done today. And to know that your to-do list and your must get done are two different things. Like, yeah, you got all of this to do today, but what do you really have to do
Have to
today?
get done.
It even reminds you to drink 64 ounces of water. You check it off 8 ounces at a time. Health and fitness, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack, and your appointments, and then your notes and stuff. Like, these are things that are necessary, and the fact that we have each other to hold each other accountable, but also having someone to be like the mother of the business side for us, but also caring about our personal well-being is important, and it just really speaks to community.
I get so many DMs from her daily, just about anything. About here's a business, here's the this eyes on this is a system that can help you. Anything. She's great. Really, speak with her today. I order.
Definitely helpful. Everybody is just so brilliant, and I think that's really why we're aligned.
Yeah.
And we literally piggyback off of the talents of each other, and we literally move as one solid unit. So anytime y'all see one of us, know that you're talking to all four of us or five of us at the same time. Because yeah, you may literally be talking to one, but all of our brains are moving together to make sure we're able to get the job done.
Definitely.
Hey Bree, okay y'all. So Breeziana, I'm sorry, her name is Brianna Kiera. She is our certified makeup artist for all of our upcoming photo shoots and events. So hey Breezy, y'all will get to meet her in our next shoot because yes, we will be having a photo shoot coming up. So y'all know the Black Queen is coming through.
Yeah, definitely drop some heat for y'all.
We got some heat coming for y'all outside of our business services and our creative services. Y'all know we have the Healer Circle coming around. Our services for that are coming up. Our subscription boxes. But y'all, I'm sorry, I'm most hyped about this photo shoot because not only is this the first time we'll all be in one area together, but y'all, we bad. We the baddest.
Period. Period. Period.
Right? Can y'all imagine us walking down the street and them necks is breaking because we probably that far? Like, I'm just ready. I'm just ready.
Hey, no, I really can't wait. I can't wait to link up with y'all. I enjoy working with y'all. You know, we normally give people 30 minutes and we about there. So
Oh my god.
I know I do want just to let you all know, and everybody can go around and give their closing remarks, that this is the first of many new things to come that you'll see from us. We wanted to give you a snippet of what you see. Most of the times you see me hosting the interviews, but we wanted you all to know that it's not just a me thing. There's literally a team of people behind us. There's a few others that, are other moving components that you all don't necessarily get to see. We have an event coordinator. Shout out to Jasmine. We also have a community. A community. Dang it! Where's my words? Huh.
We
But
have a
he's
community HBCU liaison. Her name is Adelaide Key, and then for our Healing Circle director, which is her name is Charmella Christmas. So, we really have a lot of moving parts going on, and that will be expanding because you just heard me say, we're reaching out with HBCUs. Check back soon. We have NFTs popping up. And even further than that, like we literally have community outreach right and left. So there is nothing that we are not tapping into
definitely.
by the end of 2022.
And that's just the beginning.
Literally just the beginning, y'all. even let's say next week, yo, we dropping our financial Fridays with Morgie here. This about to be on here letting y'all know all the financial ins and outs.
Gonna be some
Like,
keys for some people to get right. Those students look for some, some information popping up soon for some opportunities for you guys.
Definitely. And then BAM aside, what I will add is just, the ladies that we work with here, if you're needing any help with getting your LLC started, you can book your consultation with these ladies. If you need help, just from the assistant side to getting your business paperwork together, to your personal finances, business finances, you're talking to people who can help you right now. Like, there's a wealth of knowledge here, and everybody's willing to get in the dirt, in the sand with you,
with you.
get what you want to accomplish done. Um, so that's pretty much all I have to say. Those are my closing remarks. And for me, I appreciate everybody that tuned in, everyone that stayed tuned in, people who popped in and out, and just know that we have a lot coming for you. And then, ladies, you can go ahead and give your version of the benediction, and then we out here.
Who will go?
Okay, I'll go. I'm like, cause y'all quiet. I'll go. I can say
I ain't
something.
ready to go yet.
Okay. Okay. So I'm super excited to be here, right? Definitely expect to see some awesome things coming from this page. If you are not already following me, please go ahead and follow me now. You also want to go ahead and add yourself to my referral database. That referral database is going to be a part of this network that we're building here. So believe me, you're a business owner or entrepreneur, you want to be on that list because we're going to be planning some networking events, some Zoom things. I want to start some accountability calls. So we got a lot of great things coming, but you want to be on the list so that way you are in the know. Okay. And then also tomorrow we are doing a clubhouse room where it's going to be Small Business Saturdays. I will be hosting that room. So again, follow my page to get all the details. But that's going to be over on Clubhouse at 1 p.m. Eastern. Convert that to your time zone. But be in the building. Let somebody know what we got going on because it's an opportunity for you to be able to come out, promote your business, promote yourself, meet some other like-minded people. You never know, that may have your next client in there, or it may have your next potential collaboration in there, because one of those Clubhouse rooms is kind of how this partnership works. So I ain't going to listen to nobody telling me Clubhouse don't work as far as collaborations, because it does if you are on there for the right thing. So be in the room. That'll be tomorrow. And yeah, man, check out. Okay, I'm going to screenshot her name. That way I can remember who to send the Clubhouse link to. That's another thing about me, guys. If y'all have any questions or you ever need anything, please DM me. Okay, please DM me. Like, if you feel like I'm taking too long to respond, please DM me, because I am a mom as well. Okay, so, understand that. I be trying to remember everything, but I got mama brain up here. So DM me if you got any questions, comments, or concerns. But I'm definitely happy to be a part of this. Looking forward to it. And we're going to jump off with our first Financial Friday next Friday. So it's going to be good, y'all. I'm getting excited. Okay, I'm done. Those are my closing remarks. That's it. Thank y'all.
I'm trying to get Key back in here. Chanel, go ahead and go while.
So my little
See,
closing
look, Key was
remarks,
like, I'm not ready
everybody.
yet. I'm going to just drop off.
Is y'all just keep being obedient to your journey. Hold on, Ray, please. Thank
They
you.
try to kick
I
me out.
apologize. You see that? It was
It's
being petty. It felt like a Zoom call because them Zooms be throwing us out. Sorry, y'all. Just be obedient to your journey. Listen to God first. Don't listen to him on the back end. Listen on the front end. It will save you a lot of time and headache. Please, please, please. And for the days that you don't feel like listening to him, just pull us up because we're here to hold you accountable one way or another. We're here for questions. Doesn't matter what kind of question. No question is dumb. The only dumb question, honestly, is the one that's not asked. Period. Feel free to come through to our DMs. Again, blackamericanmarket.net. Again, that's blackamericanmarket.net to see our services, um, our bookings, calendars, everything is provided on there. But more than anything, please download our app. If you're a consumer, we have tons of black businesses looking for you. And for our businesses, make sure you go to our website, grab one of our memberships, y'all. We have 3 amazing packages for any and everything that you could possibly need for your brand. Please hop on that, look on there, get your membership going so we can get you pushed out here in front of tons of consumers who are looking for your gift. Don't think that you may have the same thing as somebody else. You don't. And that's the purpose of our platform. You are unique in your journey. There's nobody who has the same thing as you. So don't be afraid to hop on blackamericanmarket.net. Look on there to see what we can help you with. Download our app right on y'all Apple, Android. We got that for you on both platforms. Your tablet, there's no reason you cannot download this app. Even when you go on the computer, it lets you download the app on your MacBook. No excuses at all. Again, for our business side, you can, we're updating the app to be able to shop. You can come shop on your app. Did you know that? So, and then our creators, we can easily float your music and content. Like we have no limit. So just stay tuned, stay with us, and we promise to do great things with you next tour. That's my piece of pie.
Kiki, go ahead, get your closer remarks or kick you off again.
Oh, it do me so wrong. It do me so wrong. But I just want to say thank you guys for joining us. If you aren't following me, follow me at Queens with Brands or _ Kiki J, as well as my personal. I do want to plug that I have a summer program coming up for the babies who are interested in tech and content design and want to be entrepreneurs and learn finance. And just how to be self-sufficient and have a little dream and turn their lemonade stand into something even crazier. They'll have a week to get right, and at the end of that week they'll have a break-even competition and a market day where they'll be able to sell their stuff and see if they're making profit, and really understand expenses and inventory. They'll have to battle for financing, come up with their own business plans. So that'll be coming up this summer. I'll have a link coming up as well to make donations. If you feel, in your heart you would like to provide the, the kids with the venue and some free lunch, because we want it to be free for the babies at no cost to my babies. Even if I got to come out my own pocket, I will. Don't care. And then also hiring as well. I saw a couple mommies in the comments. If you have an affinity for, content design, graphic design, you're a creator, you want to get into management, you want to do events, and you need a home and you need help and someone to back you and help you get started and hand you a client first day, I got your back. So hit me up.
Well, this was an absolute pleasure to speak with all of you, as well as for us to be able to just show you the faces behind B.A.M. This will not be your last time hearing from us. If you ever have any questions, need any support, anything regarding business, yourself as a creative, marketing, just whatever, or just, even from a person to person aspect, don't hesitate to reach out to any one of us on our individual platforms. I'm MB. The Life Coach on my personal page. You can message us here at B.A.M. We're always here to help. If you would like to donate towards our cause and our mission, we have a donate button in our link tree. Again, register your business, and you can always schedule your free interview if you want to be spotlighted here as well. With that said, we are going to go ahead and give you all the rest of your evening back. It's been an absolute pleasure. Ladies, I look forward to the rest of forever with you all, and have a great evening.
We love you
Bye,
guys.
ladies. Love y'all.
Bye, guys.
Bye.